show is made possible with the continued support of our friends at the 24/7 Partners.
Hello all my friends out there, J. Todd down here in Texas on a windy, blustery day. It was cold up in Washington State. It's nice down here, but certainly not hot. Some of that cold air followed me down, so it's kind of a blustery afternoon. I'm standing in front of the San Jacinto Monument back there. This is the San Jac Battleground. A lot of people might be familiar with the term "Remember the Alamo." Well, this is where they remembered the Alamo, as General Sam Houston, which is city of Houston's about 30 miles that direction, he caught up with Mexican General Santa Anna and paid him back for what he did at the Alamo. No quarter was given at the Alamo, and no quarter was offered here. Whole battle took like, I don't know, 30 minutes, and Texas became an independent country. A lot to be proud of there. There's a lot to be concerned about in our industry, though. A lot of us are worried about the forthcoming white paper for the Gambling Act review, and with good reason. We've already seen the limits on deposits. We've seen the limits to game speed. We've heard all kinds of horror stories about max stakes, and you know, we're wondering what could happen next, and we're not the only ones worried. Our friends at the Betting and Gaming Council are also worried. They're more worried about the tax implications, however, and with good reason. I mean, we're right here in the middle of the Chetlam Festival kicking off, and so there's kind of on everyone's mind what's going to happen. Betting and Gaming Council did want the powers that be to remember that our industry can have a profound effect on a lot of peripheral industries. You know, it's not just about gambling. It's about hospitality, it's about travel, it's about leisure. Of course, all of this might just fall on deaf ears, because we've always said that the Gambling Act review was not really about gambling or protecting players. If so, different things would probably be happening. If so, it probably wouldn't be taking this long to come out. I mean, players need protection, but they can wait a while, right? Sure. This is really about politics and about people protecting their incomes and their jobs. And if anyone gets caught up in it, you know, like webmasters or operators, well, that's just collateral damage. At least that's the way it looks to me standing here in Texas. All of these things, as we wait month after month for the damn Gambling Act review to come out, if it ever will be published, you know, and somehow we think through all of this, there's been articles that Andy Rhodes is going in a new direction, and things might not be that bad. Let me tell you something. Andy Rhodes at the UK Gambling Commission is looking out for Andy Rhodes. His job, his future. And everything else, well, we're on our own. Welcome back. Before we go any further, I did want to say that we have another new APCW sponsor to welcome. This time it's the Blue Chip Partners. They offer rev share, CPA, and hybrid deals. They've got no negative carryover and an effective commission rate of up to 32.5%. Plus, they're always expanding into new markets like India, Canada, and New Zealand. So you can check them out on the APCW website, and you can also visit them directly at bluechip.partners. Also, before I left, I released a brand new interview with Vlad from Bonafide's Affiliates. Discussion includes how their brand uses blockchain to ensure fairness, accurate tracking, and complete transparency, as well as other compelling reasons why affiliates should be working with them. You can find that video on the APCW's website, in the forums at GPWA, and of course on our YouTube channel. Now, why am I suddenly down in Texas? Well, I wasn't planning on it, but believe it or not, as a man well over 50 now, I am blessed to have both of my parents still alive. My mother still lives up in Washington State, but my father moved back to Texas years ago, and of course they're getting older now. And my father's wife had developed some medical problems several years ago, and had to be placed into assisted living recently, where they could help her because my father was just too old to do it anymore. And now his health is also suffering. No sympathy needed. Like I said, I've been blessed to have them, you know, this long in my life, but father time is undefeated. So as my dad ages more and more, he's over 80 now, there's just some things that he can't do for himself. So I'm down here helping out in every way I can, making sure that his future and the time he has left are an exceptionally good quality of life, if that's possible. So I appreciate all the emails and the Facebook messages, and maybe one or two private messages there at GPWA inquiring about what was going on and, you know, wishing me the best. I'm truly grateful for that. But it is what it is. And hey, I got to come to Texas and see the San Jac Monument and have a Whataburger. If you don't know what a Whataburger is, well, my friend, you need to head to Texas. Although they do have some in other states, you just come south. Come south. Once you have a Whataburger, you won't want to eat anything else. So I'm going to go get on a plane real early tomorrow morning, and I will be back up in Washington State in the rain and the cold before I know it. I don't know why I'm going back, but I am, God willing.